Hello, 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 everyone. I hope you're having a great Sunday. Yeah, Sunday. May the 4th be with everyone. I almost forgot what day it was. That's horrible. All right, so we are still doing Satisfactory tonight, even though it is May the 4th, and we could do a Star Wars game. It's Sunday. We gotta get our Satisfactory in. Wow, those belts are really shiny. Alright, so I was thinking of doing a quick check over at this base. We had not quite finished it. For those of you that didn't watch the other night, we do have this base over here, which we need to stylize, but we've got a couple production things going on there. We got plastics and rubber, as well as fuel generation. So if we look at our fuel capacity now, we're over 12,000, which is amazing. We were sitting, I think they're around like 6,000 previously, so we basically doubled our production. We are going to put a train station in here. I probably will remove these tractors here and turn them into trains at some point soon. So we have a few things that we're going to end up doing. Hopefully we'll see what we can get to tonight. I want to go over here just to double check what we had done, because I do not remember. Alright, so yeah, over here we've got our well, we've got a couple things being produced here, like steel beams, steel pipes. We have some of the the space elevator parts from the last phase here. So let's see, what do we have here? Oh, we have a dog that opened my door. So we've got, this is automated wiring. Oh, I do have them labeled. That's useful. So we got automated wiring, steel beams, and modular frames. And so a lot of that is over here. Now we had not quite finished. I had gotten most of this building in case, so that's not too bad. Oh, right. I remember a couple Sundays back, we ran up against the server restart, so we called it. I sort of feel like this one, let's switch to maybe like a tin roof. And then do we have the right color? So let's just quickly finish this one up. What do we want to do here? Just keep this same pattern. I think that looks okay. And then down here, just trying to find a wall. See if I have one that's already colored. I don't. So I'll have to do it manually. Alright. So against this, You know what? I think we'll just do that as a regular wall. Or, actually, let's make this a gate. Now the other thing is, I was thinking, should we encase this area in a bit? I think it might be okay. My only concern is this looks really unrealistic with it being out this way. Like, you can see, like, maybe, like, a support going across there. It's pretty light. There's not a lot of production, but, I mean, this has the awesome sink there. And then we also have to put in a base to the whole facility. Alright, so, if we were to angle this, if we did, like, a tilted wall... So what I was thinking is we could sort of take like that angle. And maybe we try and sort of duplicate it. With some concrete. So then... And what if we change this to concrete as well? What do we think? Not quite sure if I like that look. I think we're going to get rid of that a little bit. I feel like we need something bigger. Okay. Let's see, how does that look? A little bit bigger, a little bit of depth to it. I don't know if it's out too far. Maybe we should go maybe like right there. Okay, well, for sure we know that we're getting rid of these two. Although, does the game know that? Uh-oh, did the game crash? We've had a couple issues with crashing recently. Ah, I think the game crashed. Or the server crashed. Well, that's not a good sign. I just restarted it too. Alright, well, it's restarting, so we just gotta wait a minute. That's always fun. But, I mean, hopefully it's saved. I don't know, we may have lost some of our progress there. Oh, there we go, another crash. Alright. This ping should go down. Oh. Let's just give it a second here. This ping should come down. Then the server is officially restarted. I'm going to go to a be right back just so you guys don't see my password. Okay. Now we'll find out where we are in this. Oh, okay. So we're not too far off. That's not horrible. Let's get rid of that. Alright, so. Now, I think I'm going to just do a couple things. No, I want to do a little bit further over. Too far. Basically, I want to try and line this edge up to the edge of the building there. So I think that needs to be right there. No, one too far again. Okay. And we're just going to get rid of all of those. And hope for the best. Ooh. The server is having a rough time today. Okay. And now I get rid of that. No, I think that's got to stay in there. We might be able to fix that. But let's that over. Okay. I'm going to delete that for a sec. Basically, what we want to do is try and get this beam maybe a little lower. Like you get rid of that one. Like right there, maybe? So we can actually get rid of that one. Delete that. Delete that. Okay. Hey, I don't mind having this out here. Okay. And then I think we want 3 pillars. Like that. Delete, delete, delete. Okay. And then, I feel like as well, it would make sense to have like a cross beam maybe here. So we're putting that one there, just so I can build off of it. I have to delete these 2 for a second. Basically, I just wanted to put that there. And then we do that, and boom. Now that looks better, because it doesn't stick out at the bottom. So we have to do the same thing here. And then that there. Now, on this side, though, okay. So now it feels like it actually has a bit of support, and then maybe we'll do a couple more of these. Maybe one like right there. And we'll do one. Ooh. Okay. So maybe we don't want that. I want symmetry. So maybe we do one there. And then on this side, one there. That also is not all the way into the ground. That sort of worked out. Like, I wasn't even planning it, but it does sort of like the base would be going to the same spot. Okay. It does look like, though, I messed that up. Oh, I can't really quite get that straight. Whatever. I'm okay with that. But what do we want to do here? I feel like we need something in the front here. Let's see. What do we have architecture-wise? There are round beams, so we could maybe... No. Ventilation. These could be air shafts. If I change these to metal, we could do that? No. We could put signs on them. What if we do like a small billboard sign? That one seems too big. But if we do billboard, what can we put in there? Definitely need a different color. A lot of the bases had sort of like an orangey color, so if I copy this and we put it there, and go, oh, no. What the heck did I get that one where I did last time? What the heck? This makes no sense. Alright, option 2. Let's try this one. Is this one? No, it does the same thing. That way works. Then page up is what you'd think we go that way, but no. Okay. Alright. So we got fix it there. Alright, so we've got that. Now this roof, there's a lot of production behind it, but I feel like it needs something to break it up. So I feel like this is where some large fans make sense to have. Alright, now we're going to go through this door. They don't run into anything there. How do I get down a floor here? There? Okay, they're not running into anything there, so I think that's okay. Alright. Now, for this platform, I'm thinking we just do 4 meters on vertical. Maybe zoom it. Not really an issue till about here. Oop, really jumping around there. Sorry, guys. Alright. Fill that in. I feel like I sort of want to just change up this one a little bit. We're still going to go across here. But, I don't know why, but I just sort of feel like I want to put like the 4x4 ramp in here for some reason. Maybe we make this like a corner one. I don't know why I felt like doing that, but all right. And this will go in. Okay. Put this one in here. Good, keep walking out of there. Oh, I'm out of concrete. I need to really make more concrete back at the main base. I think there's concrete being made here. Are these backed up? Nope. These ones. No. Well, okay. So we got the fans there. We're going to work on some lighting while I wait for more concrete. So, fresh air coming in, fresh air going out, or bad air going out. Okay. And then some lighting in here. Okay, so why did I get this? There we go. So that one, let's go right on the line. And then 80. How far did I go? It's just like a one space. Okay. And then lighting control, we'll put right here. Too far over. Okay. And then that one went too far forward. We want it right there. Go there. That one goes into there. Let's see. Okay, so bring the color down. Yeah, we'll do yellow. Nice and bright. Go up. Now what do we want to do here? If I did like this, that might work. Okay. And then we want to bring this one all the way down. And then we'll just readjust these lights quickly to match them. And if we go upstairs now, we got some lighting. Okay. Not too bad. Alright, so we should have some concrete again. Not a lot. Alright, I think we're going to have to run back to the other base to get some concrete. So, Let's head in here. That's the out. We'll hypertube back to the base. While we're sitting here waiting, if you're enjoying the builds that we're doing, feel free to like, subscribe, follow, whatever platform you're on. We're on TikTok, YouTube, and Twitch at the moment. We're going to pause the music here. We're now at the elevator. This is one of the best things I think that they've added in the game. It really made me want to stop flying around when I'm traveling bases now. I do much prefer the elevator. I think I want the main production floor, which should have the concrete I want. So yeah, this is our base, the main base that we first started with. I added some lighting in recently, so we have this like light blue mood lighting. It doesn't really take too much light out of here. This looks like concrete. Let's just grab a whole bunch. Perfect. All right. Back to the hypertubes. Now we get some good speed going back on this route, which is nice. Okay. We were working on the base. The foundation, if you will. Get that in before that guy walks by. Trap him in here. That jerk. Man, I'm having trouble clicking. There we go. I missed underground there. Now, I always like to leave one way under, just in case you need to rerun wiring or troubleshoot something. So we're going to put a door in. Yeah, actually, you know what? I haven't really used much of the new gates. So why don't we roll up gate? There we go. And then we will put in a ramp to there. Fun. Okay. And back to this. So just about there. Okay. Okay, so that's actually clipping. We don't want that. So, we're going to go with a half foundation. That gets rid of the clipping. Pretty sure. Okay, it doesn't get rid of it there. That's okay. Because over here, sort of hide it by going with some foundations there. There we go. And the last like little corner. That one, okay. Now, I don't know. Oop, I didn't do right here. I don't know if I like how like straight it is. Again, I sort of feel like it needs some angles or something. So I sort of feel like again doing like a 4x4 here. And maybe here. Sort of feel like I run into an issue with this here. I don't really want to clip that. So maybe we don't do that side. Okay, how does that look? It's a little bit better. Again, it's not as like straight. But it looks like I missed a piece there. Okay, I'm liking it. I can live with that. Now, at some point we're going to put trains in here, and I'm just wondering, okay, these are really big. I don't think we'd be able to, like, I'd have to get rid of some of that stuff. But we could put a train station in here if we wanted to. I might need to fix that, too. That's okay. So, now that we got the trains in, is there more concrete around? Because the tricky part here is I do want some encased industrial beams. And those are beams in concrete. And we're making way more beams here than we need. So, oop, if I don't fall. So this is our beam production. Maybe we're not making more beams than we need? Where do beams go? Ah, okay, so beams are just going here. Okay, so maybe we are using all of them. Alright, well, we can always get more oil. Or not oil, copper. But we have, not copper. What are they? Alright, we got sulfur here. Coal. We could always use more coal. We've got 1, 2. Sorry for the loud car engines if you guys can hear it. We got 2 coal here. Is there any more coal on this side? Doesn't look like it. So that's the last of the coal in this area. So we were going to make a weapons facility over here. Specifically up on this peak, I think was the design. Yeah. Weapons R Us is what we were going to call it. Let's see. I also don't like this. Sorry, guys. Just going to go back to this building for a second. Just don't like having such straight edges everywhere. Even here, like, what if I... I was going to say, like, what if I was to put, like, this here? Go out one more. Okay. We'll just do that. That gives it a little bit more of a rough, less of a rough edge. Okay, sorry. So what I was thinking is over in this corner of the map, there is a coal that I haven't used. And there's probably concrete over there. So we could maybe just throw like a small encased industrial beam, because all of our new belts need encased industrial beams. So I feel like we're going to need a lot of it. Because the Mark IV belts, which we just unlocked, is the new belt. So, you can see the coal here. So let's see if there's any concrete in the really close vicinity. Or limestone, sorry. Ooh, there's limestone there. So what if I built it similar to this, and we just build a little facility right here. that a power slug? Oh, no, that's just sulfur. What do we need? So I could do steel pipes. Concrete. Oh, you know what? I don't even need copper for that. I just need concrete and iron. Ooh. Okay, guys. Change of plan. I just need concrete and iron. What do we have here? Iron. Pretty bad iron, to be honest. Copper. Limestone. Okay. I have to think about it. I also just realized, again, I try and make things look like they have a real purpose. Like, oh, you could see this maybe if you were actually out somewhere. So, like, when I come to, like, a corner, I try and usually put some foundational supports in. Or, like, where you get stairs here. Just changes it up so it's not one, like, long, straight, floating platform. Okay. Oh, I didn't realize it was on this side too. Alright. That. Perfect. Alright. So. I feel like I'm going to wait on the weapons facility. I think we need the plastic. What do we do? What do we do? What do you guys think? Should we... Like, we got plastic being produced, but we don't have it going to our base at all. We don't really need it at the base, though. We just need it in a... what is it called? Whatever one of these uploaders are. Okay, let's start our weapons facility. So for the weapons facility here, I was thinking of having like an entrance here. We're going to have sort of like a hyper tube from over there to here. We'll probably hypertube out the same path of that other hypertube there, but we're going to wind it through the rocks and up to here, where I want to sort of have like a hypertube landing pad. And then I want the weapons facility that we're going to make. It's all going to be vertical off the cliff face. That's my goal. Now, the other thing is I don't know how big this will need to end up being. I guess about that far should cover it. The thing with this is it starts small and then it gets a lot bigger pretty quick after we start unlocking things. Because there's quite a few different weapons that you have, like rebar gun, just regular gun ammo at some point. Explosives, which are the best. So I need to get this. Over to here. And then I'm doing asphalt here, so maybe like a 2-meter ramp. So this one's actually going to be there. And then that and that. Oh, I deleted the wrong one, but that's okay. Now with a 2-meter ramp there, we're going to go back to asphalt and we're going to go inverted 2 meters. And then, of course, as I said, I like to sort of give things some support if it was actually there. I feel like for here, I can't do straight, so we're going to do an inverted 4. Let's try that again. We'll do an inverted 4. This time Zoop is on, so I can actually bring it back. Maybe we actually just sort of do this. There. Darn it. Forgetting to do the Zoop. Zooping it. And as I tried to avoid that, I zooped it anyway. Alright, so then there's like a support beam, and I'll fix it over here after. We also need to run power over here. That's okay. Alright, and then from here, we're going down. Now we'll change this design up a bit after. This is just so we can sort of get the spacing to figure out where things will be. Again, we'll do a 2-meter down. Oop, that one's too high. That's okay. And then Mark II minor. pretty
Is
much.
that the best way to do that?
Oh my god, Ada, you scared the heck out of me there. And yes, Ada, it is. Now, what I don't know if it's the best way is I'm going to do this. Because then if I build straight, it sort of wrap around. And then this one, I'm just going to do this little. And then there. Yeah, right there. Okay. And then we'll go up here. I feel like I'm going to need to put a couple one by one. So if you want to make a conveyor lift look good, there's two ways to do conveyor. Like you have it go up, and then you go up again. I personally don't like the look of this, where it's got those like two joined. So the trick is if you put a floor in where you want your conveyors to be, you can put floor holes in. If I can find where floor holes are. There we go. So you can put a floor hole in where you want it. And then you can delete the floor. And it creates that sort of joint there. But then, when you're going from your belts, you can go right up into the floor hole. And then from that floor hole into the next one. And then from that floor hole, you can go out. Now, I did just do all this and thought for myself for a second, wait, I might be doing production down here. And that might happen. That's okay. Alright. Here. There. I realize now I should have probably run this out here, but that's okay. Can this reach? No, not quite. So let's go maybe to about halfway. Just so we have some belt lines in, or power lines in. Alright. So, I feel like I want to put maybe right here. I feel like that's where I want power to come into this base. So we're going to put a power tower here. I feel like that's going to go there. I feel like maybe a half. There we go. That looks pretty straight. Now what I'm hoping is that this might reach. It does not. And does not. Okay. Then what we're going to do is we're going to build another power tower here. And this will bridge them. And the nice part with this is it will put a power connection right there. And then with this one, I can't actually tell. Is that middle? I think that was middle. Perfect. Okay. So now let's work on this belt line. Now sometimes I find that the game gets a little glitchy. Yes, like I should have put this here in the middle. But sometimes it's not like perfect. So what I like to do is like right off the bat start it there and then go for the more straight. Okay. So that is the sulfur. Now, do we have this overclocked at all? I'm running low on overclocking. But 120. The others are doing 120. Not Nobelisk. Sulfur. Let's just see. What does it make? Black powder. That's what I was looking for. So it's 1-to-1. So 120 there. I could overclock it to 240. These ones are also 60. So that could work out if we overclock this to 120 and then this one to 120. That'll match. Okay. So let's put the production maybe on this side. Is it an assembler? Black powder is in the assembler. And it's, oh, shoot, it's actually, oh, that's compact equal. Never mind. It is 15, 15 to 30. So if we go 240 divided by 15, we need 16 assemblers. Which is quite a bit. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. And then over here, those two need to merge. So I think I will put a merger right on this line. Those merge. They're going to go this way. So put a splitter. And then from this direction, All right. And this is where I was sort of worried about running out of belts. You can see the number in the middle there. That's my dimensional storage, which is where I can access it from anywhere. I am starting to go through that a bit quicker than I would have liked, but that's okay. Alright, so this, we'll do a curve down to halfway, and then like that. Yeah, that's good. This one will go there. Now, I just want to mark for myself where this will be. I'm going to raise these up. So, because we have the two heights, I want to, I think, raise it 2. Is that good? Yeah. And so then if I go here, perfect. We can take these out now. And then on this side, we'll do the same thing. Okay, so now, oops, I don't want to go writing. Alright, so how do we make this look good? If I go a big metal pillar, it's too big. If I do a small metal pillar, it's too much. If I do the small support, ooh, this might work. How's that size-wise? We go a couple in. Okay, I can live with that. Oh, messed that last one up, but that's alright. And I messed that one up too. It is a bad angle. Alright, so that covers those ones. Now, for this, okay, and then that one will do curve. Hey, Shatter, how's it going? Ah, you were playing Satisfactory recently as well. Are you on your way on? Are you going to be streaming as well, or are you done for the night? Or are you just jumping in, I mean, for the game? Oh, just saying hi? You don't want to jump in? I know it's a bit late for you. You've been working. You're probably tired. Oh, right. I forgot about the someone being over. My apologies. I just realized I messed this up. On this side, I have everything right up against this, but and out there, on this side, I did like a little bit of a gap. So I think I'm going to fix that. Well, if you want to see what I did here, Shatter, I did start. I'm starting the weapons facility. We also have I did a little bit of the touch up over here. So we've got a foundation in everywhere. I put these like support beams. I thought they looked sort of interesting there. Added a little bit of the fans in here so it made sense. I've done like this slope out here just so that it didn't feel as rigid. It was just like the straight face over like this everywhere. It just didn't feel right. But I do like how this base turned out. I do like the look of it. I like the walkway above it. I am going to do another output, I think, right about here as well. Or maybe I'll go down a floor. We could go down a bit here. But I want to have another output that's going to go over to this weapons facility at some point soon. So, that's the plan. I was thinking of doing trains tonight, but I don't know yet if we'll get to it. Alright, there we go. There we go. So now it won't have that clipping issue that was there. Alright, let's fix this. And then we are producing black powder in here. And I will copy this, do all of them. Perfect. Throw some more pull on that one. All right. So then, for power, how do we want to handle power? I'm thinking put this might be excessive, but that's okay. I go like a half? No. Alright, we'll just leave that one there. This one right there. And again, I do apologize. It is very hot in my room tonight, so I've had to leave the window open. You hear an ambulance. Dang it. Dang it. You know what? I don't even know if I really like that still. I'm thinking, nope, that's too big. Too big. What if I was to do... No. What if I was to do that somewhere? No, I still can't get it where I want. I want it like right there. Won't do it. So we'll just do... And mess it up again, because why not? Okay. And then for this side, we'll do the same thing. But apparently not, because it won't clip. Why won't it clip in? Okay. Now it does. It doesn't really matter. So the reason why I'm putting it in this, like, in the floor is the wire should hide completely in the floor as it runs across the base. And then all I have to do is just connect it with a little short wire here and then up. Okay. So now those are all producing. Take a minute to see everything fill up again. As long as I did my math right, it should be fine. Okay, and then these are all going to have to go down at some point. So why don't I do merger? Dang it. Alright, that should be good. So on this side, I'm going to go above, because I want to go over this belt. So I feel like this is going to be... So it's going to go out, and we'll do straight. Okay. And then on the other side, we don't need to be up like that. Although, maybe we do. Man, it is noisy outside today. Alright, so we fixed that. So we did that. Okay. Okay. And then I was thinking I put that there. Okay, there we go. So now it'd have a support. We'll do the same here. How does that look down below? I think that's okay. We could put lights on there down here. That would look cool. Alright. So that's sort of running right in the middle of this one. Right there. Okay. And then it will go down from there to whatever floor we needed it. The trouble is, I don't think I have anything unlocked for this yet. So, we need to quickly go unlock stuff. But to do that, we also need... Let's work on the hypertube wall. Head back, or the hypertube route back. So we don't have to fly everywhere. So we do full entrance, and we'll just connect it there for now. And then I want to be on curve, I think. So what I was thinking is maybe we go here. It's got sort of like this natural... No. Elevation down. And then, is this a tunnel, or is that... Could I fit a hypertube through there? I'm going to try. Okay, so this is going to go right there. And then clipping anywhere? Nope. Okay. And then comes out here. Go down here. We'll go up a little bit. And then what I'm thinking is we're going to take out this floor. We're going to do... that was grit metal. We'll do a half foundation for that side. Do I still get sucked up if I'm right? Yep. Okay. So you still get sucked up that thing if you going through that side. That could be tricky. But like if I had a stair there, I think it'd be okay. So what I was thinking is we have a set of stairs. And then, no, I need a regular wall. I want it to go, oh, shoot. And then if I do an 8, I like it. Okay. Go invert there. Go invert there. Let's just throw the right color scheme for those ones. And then we'll do a glass roof. Okay. So now, if I put the hyper tube, right, no, that's too close. It's going to be on this side. And then no. I want the wall, oops, no, the wall branch. I think it's got to be this side. I think it actually needs to be back a little bit. So that side, H. Oh, that building can't be nudged. So what if I put the wall hole a little over more, and then hit it this way, and then we go from that into here. How does that look? Does it clip anything? Nope, that looks good. And then we need another wall hole over here. And this is so we can do an acceleration if we want it. So if you're running, go do down the stairs, you'll come out there. And then entrance. Upgrade that. Do a Mark II. Okay. So you come down. We're going to get zooped here. Okay. Well, that was a problem. I think I forgot to power that one. Okay. There we go. Nice and fast. Boom. Be there in no time. And then we'll go back this way. Nice leisurely pace. You get to enjoy it. You go through the tunnel. And you come out here. Boom. Good. Excellent. Now the only thing I think I want to do is, I think like we want a little bit of safety. Because this way you're going up here. Oh, alright, well, that side's still dangerous. Note to self, don't go through that side. Alright. Okay, now I completely forgot what I was going to do. I was looking for research. That's what it is. We have to go back to the main base to unlock some stuff. Okay. I just realized I turned the music off earlier and forgot to turn it back on. That's what happens when you're having fun. Alright. Go up to the hub. Alright, so sulfur, smokeless powder. Awesome. Ooh, I need more steel pipes.
Research completed. Smokeless powder recipe unlocked. New sulfur research available for the development of high-end weaponry and ammunition.
Nice. Okay. Noblisk is the big one I want.
Detonator and basic Nobelisk unlocked. Most obstacles can be cleared with the basic Nobelisk. It is most effective against organic material and is able to destroy small boulders and porous rock. Deployed Nobelisks will stick to the first solid surface they touch and queue on the universal detonator. If you do not recall the order in which you deployed the Nobelisks, remember Fixit does not take responsibility for any harm caused due to human error, even if those errors are genetic.
Even if the errors are genetic. That's harsh. Okay. So that one I don't care as much about. We could unlock this if we wanted to at some point. Okay, so now we need to do smokeless powder. And so that is... Ooh, that needs oil. That's annoying. I don't think there's any oil near our facility over here. Oh, I'm here also. Deuterium. Can I build... Wait, I have splitter stuff? It says splitter protein? Only 4 though. I need 5 to unlock rebar gun. Okay. Nobelisk. Let's make some Nobelisk quickly. Because explosions are fun. And then Nobelisk detonator, I need to make an object scanner, which needs screws. Ugh. Okay. It's like the only time you ever need screws in this game for a handcrafted item. Alright. Here we go. Noblest detonator. Oop. Clicked off that too early. Alright, yeah, let's upgrade this to a basher. Why don't we? Make one of these. Make one of these. Alright, so we got coffee, basher, explosions. Got it. Now we're gonna go kill some stingers. They're like the only thing I don't have. It's always fun to take care of cats. Alright. Now I know there's a cave like right over here with some in there. And it won't destroy any of the wildlife. So the one thing we've been trying to avoid in this save is taking out trees and stuff like that. So that's why like the base there is actually built over the trees. It's very much anti what this game is, but you know what? These things don't attack us actually, because I have it turned off. But I want them. Alright. Cats. Where was this cave entrance? I thought it was like right around here. Is it in here? Hmm. Aha.
Samples of unknown alien species acquired. Initial data suggests these are predators, but notably they do not have a traditional mouth or eyes. There are, however, numerous cavities on their head which could fulfill a similar function. Research the remains in the MAM to establish classification and potential countermeasures.
Okay. I could have sworn there was one more cave over on this side still. Maybe I'm thinking over here. That looks like a cave entrance. I also feel like there was a cave entrance over here. No. I could have sworn. Oh. That looks like a cave entrance. And I hear a lot of cats in here. I gotta bash this one. Alright. Okay. And then... there's gotta be a better way out of here, though. Like, they want people to belt this thing out? I guess that's an exit. But I feel like this would be the way you'd have to belt it. Unless there's maybe a way up? No. It's a really awkward mine to bring out. Alright. But that got us some parts. And this Deuterium's really not moving. I don't think I have quick wire in the awesome sink. Oh, maybe I do. Alright. First things first, let's quickly research that. Perfect.
The remains researched belong to an organism with 8 jointed legs, similar to the legs of arachnids but with non-standard distribution and function. Because its attacks focus on stabbing prey with the ends of their legs, which resemble insectoid stingers, they have been dubbed stingers. Stinger remains can now be made into alien protein, and additional research may reveal options for improving pioneer safety during exploration.
Just realized I should be building. I killed some stingers and then unlocked the ability to turn them into protein. So that I can then unlock structural analysis to get to rebar gun. Shatter. That's what we're going for. Yeah.
Research to develop the rebar gun is now available. When completed, you will be in possession of a tool effective against any local obstacles actively objecting to the Fix-It mission.
A tool actively objecting to the Fix-It mission. Love it. Alright, now I need to make 500 screws because this game hates me. Every other game that I've played, every other world that I've played, I always put a storage container for screws. But I never end up really needing screws, I felt like. So this time I didn't do it. And of course, this time it's like, oh, you need screws to unlock this item for some weird reason. That's right, Shatter. I screwed myself. Also, I think my chat box on TikTok. There we go. Put it above my face this time because I think it was being cut off. Alright, there we go. Only 100 more screws to go. I wonder if we have the stuff to unlock more upload speed as well. Because the uploader to the self depot thing is really annoying. Storage depot. Alright. What else do we need for this? We need plates and rotors. Rotor. Reinforced iron plate.
Rebar gun and iron rebar ammo unlocked. Your ingenuity towards preservation of Fix-It property has been noted. You earned a micro break. And welcome back. I hope you feel refreshed.
Thanks, Ada. Very refreshed. In fact, it feels like I haven't been gone at all. Alright. Let's see. Ah, this is where it is. Can we unlock that yet? No. We could do that once I build some Nobelisks. Power slug. Ooh. We're just going to do a couple of cleanup of unlocking things here, guys. Boop, boop, boop. else was needed for that? Power slug.
Research completed. Purple power slugs seem to be near the end of their life cycle and have a significant amount of potential energy stored. It is a good thing Fixit does not waste. Purple power slugs can now be processed into power shards.
That's good. AI limiters. Do we not have that being made yet? Have I been making AI limiters manually? I feel like I built that somewhere. If I haven't, I should be able to do it pretty quick. Because we need AI limiters. I think we have everything in this factory for it. AI limiter is just copper sheets and quick wire. Actually, let's keep that this one. And then I'm going to put one of these. Right there. We'll switch this to AI limiter. And then I'm going to just delete this floor for a second. Where is it? So this is copper, which we're then sinking. And then that is also our other stuff, which is going to a sink, technically. That's our overflow. So what if I do that one there? Oh, no, where's my hole? That one there. And then this one right there. I'm going to change this. Oh, this is just a splitter. It's not even a smart splitter. Oh, perfect. Okay. Alright, so do there. This one. And then we'll put in a Are you kidding me? I had it in a perfect spot and then I moved it. Floor hole, floor hole. And then Shoot, I messed that up. Okay, that's why that was looking weird. Okay, quick and easy addition. So now we're getting AI limiters in this base. We'll add a signage just so we know where it is. AI limiting. And it is to our right. Perfect. Okay. And that's like 5 a minute, so this should fill up pretty quick. Oh, I already had some in the depot. Did not know that. Maybe we do already have this being produced somewhere. Who knows? Alright. Well. AI limiter. What was I getting that for again? It was... power switch.
Power switch unlocked. Fixit is proud to announce that the power switch facilitates power grid management through the application of the very latest advances in on-off switch technology. Fixit. It's fun to have power.
It is fun to have power. Alright, and while we're at it, let's just do this. Sorry guys, I know it's a lot of unlocking of stuff, not super engaging.
Research completed. High-speed connector recipe unlocked. New Caterium research available.
Alright, so... how many Mercer spheres? We got 29. What can we unlock with that? Upload capacity or upload speed? I feel like speed is more important. But we could do both. We could do one of each. To do that, I need reanimated SAM and SAM fluctuators. Okay. Oh, and I also need to pull out the Mercer spheres. We go to alien technology. Oh, I still need more. Shoot. It's 103 of them. Let's go grab a bunch manually then. They're just out this door, so... hey, that's actually showing numbers this time. Alright. I did not set this up properly. Uh-oh. I don't know how I did that. Okay, I don't think that connected. Hmm. We go out from here. Okay, I'm gonna put a wall here, just so I can put in the wall hole. And we delete the wall. And then it looks like it was designed that way. Alright. So that's why we didn't have any stuff stored, is apparently I had wired, or not wired, belted it wrong. Alright, sorry. We are making stuff. More sand fluctuators. Okay, now let's upgrade our speed on it.
Dimensional upload speed increased. All of the kinetic and thermal energy released during matter conversion has now been repurposed to aid with dimensional shifting, allowing several parts to pass through for free.
Nice.
The window is beautiful. Have you tried making a door?
I assure you that would be a most unhealthy action for the pioneer to take.
I don't know. Would building a door be unhealthy? I feel like that'd be a pretty straightforward thing to do. Oh, that's sort of fun. I can just sit here and leave it running. Alright, no. Okay, so we'll let that run for a few. I'm just going to throw all these things in here. Alright, so if we look at Nobelisks, what does it need? So it's steel pipes and black powder, so we can do that over at the other base. So let's get back to working on our weapons facility. Super tubes. Perfect. And now, whoop. Okay, so don't jump off of that area. That does not help. Alright, so we go down here, and we take this one. Alright. So, now we need steel. So it's down here. I'm gonna assume cats. Or not. That's fun. Alright. We got copper there. Is that iron over here? Iron? That's pure. That is what we want. We want pure iron. So, asphalt, foundation. But we want it to go that way. So, I don't feel like doing curves on this building. I mean, I guess I could. We might want that copper at some point. So maybe if I run it like this way. We'll go up a couple times. Up to... couple 2 meters up again. We'll zoop this up. Oh, this doesn't have to go all the way up though, because we are going to be producing on another floor. Middle. Go. Okay. So that one can go to there. And then from there, it'll go to the next floor, which will be at this height. Okay. And delete that. All right, so now copy one of these guys. How off is that? That's like a 2. I don't know if that gets this messed up. That might be okay. I don't know if we need that yet, but I'm going to put the belt in for it. And then I want a conveyor pull. Yeah, we can go right there. Is that curved? That's why I was putting it there. I was like, if I go straight, it should just be straight. I'm really confused. So that's straight. There we go. This game, I tell you, sometimes it can be a little weird. Alright, so I had this going on the first belt, but we do have iron. Then I might need to move it over. So maybe I should actually put this in the middle. So we will delete this one for now. Okay. Okay. Did also just see this Mercer sphere, so I'm going to grab that. And then we're going to head back up here. And we need to power this. I did just think it should be on this side because I have power in that corner there. So I go here. Oh, wait, never mind. Guess it didn't really matter. I just realized that that was not the power thing I thought it was. It's okay. I was thinking power here. Which is that. Alright, so now we're going to have iron coming out. And it's pure, so I think it should start at 240. Nice. And we can overclock that once I get more power shards, which we're out of. Perfect. Okay. So, now, steel pipes, we have the alternate iron pipe. So that's 100 iron a minute is 25 steel. Which is fine. 100 iron a minute. We have 240. If I overclock it, it's 480, I think. So that's almost 500. So We're gonna need a bunch of foundries here. Or smelters.
A productive pioneer is a good pioneer.
Thanks, Ada. $16. 2, 4, 6, 8. I don't know why I built those so far away, but that's okay. We can fix that after I fix the hole in the floor. Alright, so there's a 1 tile gap, so right there. Okay. So we're doing that, and then steel pipe is in a constructor at 100 a minute. I just realized I accidentally copied and pasted that one wrong. There we go. Okay. Alright, so we connect all these belts. This one will connect over there. And then we're gonna build 5 constructors. I think. I'm trying to think if I need iron for anything else. What else was I... Iron... Nobelisk detonators. That's equipment workshop. Rebar gun. Equipment workshop. What about rebar ammo? Ammo? No. Bolt? No. Rebar. Iron rebar. So those just use iron. So why don't I do 4 things for noble, okay, yeah. So that's 15. So nobelisks are 20 per. So we can do, how much black powder do we have? 20 a minute. We're also going to send a lot of that for smokeless. So, okay. Three, four. And then 1, 2, 3. That's 45. Because 80 divided by, oh, what was it? Hold on, let me just, iron rods are 15. So 80 divided by 15 is 5.33. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So we'll make this stuff over here. This will be our iron pipe. And then this will just be iron rods. And this one will be at 33% speed. This one will come out here. How did I rotate that? Ah, shoot. I think I'm getting tired, guys. And these are, oh, those ones are all right. Okay. Okay, and then we'll have to do like another floor and stuff. I think though I might call it. It's getting late. I am tired. I'm seeing myself starting to fade. So I'm gonna head back to base and then log out. But for those of you watching, feel free to hit follow. We're gonna pick this up again on Sunday. Every Sunday we do Satisfactory from 8:30 Pacific until about 11 Pacific, or depending on how I feel. Feel free to hit that follow, like, subscribe, and check us out. We also do a community stream on Tuesdays. We're doing Fortnite this week, so if you want to watch some Fortnite, they've got a new Star Wars Fortnite out, which is sort of fun. So we'll be doing some of that with our whole community. You can also, for those of you on YouTube or Twitch, there should be a link right now for our Discord. So feel free to take a look. It's also below our chat, although it looks like YouTube might not be working. I will post it for YouTube. There we go. So take a look, guys. Join us, and we will be back for more Satisfactory on Sunday, 8:30 Pacific. Or on Tuesday, you can take a look at our Space Club, is what we call it, where we have some fun with the group. So, thanks, guys, and I will see you all later.